It looked like the perfect home, a quiet street, a waterfront view, a place where nothing ever seemed to go wrong, but some houses don't forget what happened inside them. On November 13, 1974, in Amityville, New York, everything changed. Inside this house, a family of 6 slept peacefully. By morning, all of them were dead. The killer was Ronald DeFeo Jr. He would later confess to the murders of his own parents, his brothers, and his sisters, shot, one by one, while they slept. What disturbed investigators wasn't just the crime, it was the silence. No neighbors heard screams, no signs of struggle, no one tried to escape. It was as if the entire house had been frozen in time. When questioned, DeFeo claimed something chilling. He said, "Voices told him to do it. Voices. That wouldn't stop." The court didn't believe him. He was convicted of 6 counts of second-degree murder and sentenced to 6 consecutive life terms. Case closed, or so it seemed. 13 months later, the house was sold again. A new family moved in, George and Kathy Lutz, along with Kathy's 3 children. They knew the history. They knew exactly what had happened there. But the price was impossible to ignore. $80,000 for a house worth far more. They believed it was just a house. They were wrong. Almost immediately, strange things began to happen. The first sign came at night. George began waking up at exactly 3:15 a.m. every single night. The same time, the murders had taken place. Then, the house itself seemed to change. Rooms would turn ice cold, without explanation, even with the heating on. Black swarms of flies appeared in the middle of winter. A thick, foul odor began to fill the rooms. Something rotten, something that didn't belong. And then, there were the walls. Green slime, slowly oozing from surfaces, as if the house itself was decaying from within. Desperate for help, the family called a priest. He came to bless the house. But what happened next only made things worse. Standing inside one of the rooms, he claimed he heard a voice, a deep, masculine voice that simply said, "Get out." He left and never returned. As the days passed, the fear only grew stronger. The house felt alive, watching, waiting. After just 28 days, the Lutz family reached their breaking point. On the night of January 14th, 1976, they ran. They didn't pack. They didn't think. They left everything behind: clothes, furniture, even their money, and they never came back. What followed was a media explosion. The story spread across America: newspapers, television, books. The Amityville Horror became a best-selling phenomenon and a blockbuster film. But with fame came doubt. Investigators, priests, skeptics, and believers all began asking the same question: what really happened inside that house? Some called the Lutz family frauds, a carefully crafted hoax for money. Others believed they had survived something real, something unexplainable. To this day, experts still argue there is no definitive proof of anything paranormal, but there is also no complete explanation. One fact, however, remains undisputed. 6 people were murdered in that house. That part is real. That part is on record. Everything that came after depends on what you believe. The house still stands today, renovated, changed. Even the address was altered, as if trying to erase its past. But the structure remains the same, and some places don't let go of what happened inside them, because some doors, once opened, are very hard to close.